And another takeaway by the Irish. Here comes Satterfield down the floor. Little floater won't go. Battle for the loose ball, and going to have our first foul of the game called. And the foul is going to be assessed to Anthony Minardi. That will be his first. Team foul number 1. Minardi, 2 points in the first game against Wheeling Central, 4 in the victory over Parkersburg Catholic. 2-0 game here. 5.5 and counting. Shot from the outside. Johnson can't get it to go. Ball batted around, and last touching the blue and white clad Polar Bears of Fairmont Senior. Aiden Satterfield, the returning first-team All-Stater. Gets it in to Zion Suddeth. Longtime teammate Suddeth, a second-team Class Single-A performer a year ago. Suddeth just gets it across there to Satterfield. Satterfield to Minardi, up with the shot, just a bit short. Vianney comes away with it for the Polar Bears, and Dobbs is going to be bumped. Dobbs is the son of former Marshall standout Deion Dobbs. Zion, his brother, on the Fairmont State University basketball team that won the Mountain East Conference Tournament Championship, first championship in 37. Program with so much history, so now they are on to the Atlantic Regional. Shot up by Vianney, a collision, and a foul is going to be called on Smith. And that will be Smith's first, and that will be team foul number 1 on the Polar Bears. It's a 2-0 game here. Bucket by Suddeth, and on the inbounds play, a whistle and a foul. So Dominique Vianney committing the foul. That's his second, and that's team foul number 2 on the Polar Bears. Catholic with 2 fouls. Zion Suddeth will glide across the timeline, hands it to J. Allen Turner. Turner coming off a nice game with 19 points against Parkersburg Catholic. Here is Satterfield. Boy, good-looking three-pointer that just goes in and out. Fairmont Senior on the attack, and Johnson can't get it to go. Follows up his miss and puts it in. Again, Johnson coming in, averaging 21 points a game, and ties it up at 2-all. And we have a whistle and a foul here at the 4:06 mark. And the foul is going to go against J. Allen Turner. That's his first, and that is team foul number 3 on Charleston Catholic. Fairmont Senior. Well, Dobbs saw Smith, but just overshoots his teammate. Joseph Urim, a 5'10 junior, number 5, will check in. He can drive and shoot the 3, according to Dave Retton. Dave Retton, the son of the late Joe Retton, talking about Fairmont State and all the history. He's a big part of it with all the great success he had. We'll delve into that a bit later, but Catholic coming up empty again. Here's a shot from Urim on the baseline, wouldn't go. Here comes Catholic. Del Porto into the lane. Nice move by Chase Del Porto. One thing you learn about Del Porto, he is absolutely not afraid to take it right at someone and go to the hole. Does there, and gives Charleston Catholic back the 4-2 lead. Bryson Flowers goes here to Urim. Here's Vianney with a little running one-hand floater that would not drop, and Del Porto gets the rebound. Zion Sudduth across the timeline. Here is Satterfield with it, maneuvering, negotiating. Three just a bit short. Running down the loose ball is Johnson. Johnson on the attack. Johnson may go coast to coast, and he does. Johnson has all 4 Fairmont senior points, and we are tied at 4-4. J. Allen Turner on the move, and Turner got away from the defenders and puts it up and in. So Del Porto with 2, Sudduth with 2, and now J. Allen Turner with 2, and Catholic back in the lead. Smith, did he walk? He did. Dobbs will check back in for the Polar Bears, and heading out will be Smith. We've got J.P. McCutcheon, number 34, checking in for Charleston Catholic. And Ferris Murad has also headed in. Minardi and Turner are out for Charleston Catholic. Zion Sudduth hands it to Ferris Murad. Here is Satterfield. So Satterfield and Jalen Johnson, 2 outstanding players. They'll see a lot of each other, and boy, smooth there by Satterfield, getting his first bucket of the game. So our biggest lead of the game, 4 points here at 8-4. Here come the Polar Bears on the attack. Flowers was fouled. And I believe the foul will be charged to J.P. McCutcheon. It will. McCutcheon has scored 4 and 3, respectively, thus far this season. At the free throw line is Flowers, and he can't get the first one to go. Flowers coming in 8 of 9 at the free throw line. And, boy, missed them both. So now 8 of 11 on the season. So Fairmont Senior a chance there to get it back to 2. Here is Murad. His defender falls down. Shot wouldn't go. Johnson leaps up and gets the rebound. Dobbs down the floor. Dobbs on the move. Running one-hander. Good shot by Dobbs. Gets it to go. And it is an 8-6 Charleston Catholic advantage. Zion Sudduth on the move. Speaking of the Mountain East Conference, that's where he'll be playing. And how about Del Porto? Strokes it from the three-point line. First 3 of the game. And it's a 5-point advantage. Biggest lead of the contest. And Charleston Catholic owns it. Johnson over to Dominique Vianney. Urim with it now for the Polar Bears. Urim. And taken away by Del Porto. And a whistle and a foul here. Will be Charleston Catholic's basketball. Urim will be whistled for the foul. That is team foul number 4 on Fairmont Senior. That is foul number 1 on Urim. So Sudduth going to play in the Mountain East Conference for Wheeling University, and his teammate Satterfield going to play the rival, West Liberty. West Liberty, the team in which Fairmont State knocked off for the championship of the MEC last week at the West Banco Arena in Wheeling. So time winding down here, and Catholic looking to add to this lead of 5 at an 11-6 count. Zion Sudduth back near the midcourt stripe. Here is Sudduth. He'll let it fly. Shot won't go. Rebound by McComas. Blocked out of there by Johnson. And heaving it from one end to the other is Vianney, and that will do it. We played 8 minutes. It's Charleston Catholic 11, Fairmont Senior 6 here on Video Productions.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications or strings or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
The road to total savings starts here, Thornhill GM Superstore. Find new roads to 119 in Chapmanville, your hometown full-service Buick, Chevy, GMC dealer. We are professional grade and community strong. Expect the best and save thousands with Thornhill.
Coach Bob Huggins here at your local Little General store. As I travel this great state, it's nice to know that almost anywhere I go, there's a local Little General nearby. So the next time you're on the road, look for the Little General sign and tell them Hugs sent.
Away we go to the second quarter here on Video Productions, along with our great crew. Mark Martin, delighted you could be with us here for coverage of this showdown between Charleston Catholic and Fairmont Senior, and Charleston Catholic in the lead, 11-6. As we move to the second quarter, Fairmont Senior in at 2-0, Charleston Catholic at 1-1. Zion Suddeth from the free throw circle. Shot wouldn't go. Nice rebound there by Johnson, and a foul going to be called on McCutcheon. So J.P. McCutcheon has picked up his second team foul, number 4. Make that number 5 on the Fighting Irish here in this first half. Johnson muscling around and taken away from behind by Satterfield. Satterfield, three-pointer on its way, would not drop. Polar Bears back with it now. Dominique Vianney, the 5'9 junior with it, gets it into the hands of Dobbs. From the outside, Urim shot will go. Joseph Urim delivers the three to make it a 11-9 game, first three-pointer of the contest for Fairmont Senior. Del Porto in the corner. He has the lone three for Charleston Catholic. Suddeth shoots it down, low block, and nice turnaround play there by Ferris Murad. His first bucket of the game, 13-9 our count. Dobbs, they work it around. Flowers lets it fly, wouldn't go. Johnson tried to keep it alive, but it goes into the hands of Del Porto. Zion Suddeth brings it across the timeline for Charleston Catholic. So you have one team here in this game that made it to the state tournament a year ago. McCutcheon up with that miss by Satterfield and just could not get it to drop. Ball goes out of bounds. Fairmont Senior will have it. Satterfield's going to head out. J. Allen Turner will come back in for the Fighting Irish. So the situation this time a year ago, girls state basketball tournament was shut down after 9 games, and those 8 AA regional co-finals were not played, and that was the end of basketball in the mountain state of West Virginia. Such a shame. Charleston Catholic had made it to the state tournament, and Fairmont Senior was a game away from getting there in AA. Catholic in single A. But here they are now, just still rearing its ugly head as Urim knocks down another three-pointer for Fairmont Senior, bringing this game to 13-12. But we will take these games whenever they are. Murad down on the baseline, spinning, and can't get it to go. Here comes Johnson on the move, and Johnson was fouled on his way, and the basket is going to count as well. Going to be the 16th foul on Charleston Catholic. So the foul is charged to Suddeth. And now Johnson here with a chance for a three-point play and nails it. Johnson on the season, hitting 54.5% of his free throws. Hits that one. And a 15-13 lead for Fairmont Senior, and that is Fairmont Senior's first lead of the basketball game. Baden Satterfield left a moment ago, but he's back in. Jonathan McComas, number 30, is in for Charleston Catholic. This is Murad with it, gets it to McCutcheon. Sudeth out at the moment for Catholic with those two fouls. Here's Satterfield on the move. Running one-hander good by Satterfield. That was a beauty. And we're tied at 15. Johnson out to Flowers. Now Dobbs with it for Fairmont Senior. Johnson on the baseline, picked up there by Satterfield. Makes his move and could not get it to go. Rebound up and would not go by Deshaun Good, number 14, a 6'4 sophomore who's checked in. Very athletic young man, averaging 6 a game. The ball will go over to Charleston Catholic in a tie game here at 15-15. Satterfield. Gets it to Murad. Here's Turner with it now. McCutcheon. So it's Satterfield, McComas, McCutcheon, Turner, and Murad on the floor for Charleston Catholic. Flowers, Dobbs, timeout called. Good, Smith, and Johnson in there for the Polar Bears. Going to break in the action, 15-15, a 30. We'll keep it here. Charleston Catholic got a chance to build up a 5-point lead at 11-6. Shot by Satterfield. So timeout has concluded. A 15-15 game here between Charleston Catholic and Fairmont Senior. Jay Allen Turner gets it to McCutcheon. McCutcheon to McComas. Here is Turner from the outside. Shot wouldn't drop, and it goes into the hands of Dobbs. Dobbs down the floor to Urim, who has a couple of threes here, and a nice stick back there by Dobbs. Couple of opportunities, and Dobbs puts it in, and it's a 17-15 Fairmont Senior lead. Jay Allen Turner. They're working around. Satterfield lets a three fly. That one's short, and Flowers snags it. And all alone down the floor and laying it off the glass and in is Dobbs. And Hunter Moles will call a timeout. Breaking the action here. Fairmont Senior by 4 over Charleston Catholic. You're watching West Virginia High School boys basketball featuring the Charleston Catholic Fighting Irish fighting it off today against the Polar Bears of Fairmont Senior. Back in a moment. 19-15 our score. In favor of the visiting Polar Bears of Fairmont Senior, Charleston Catholic out of the timeout. With the ball, Del Porto back in the game, as is Minardi. Minardi down to J. Allen Turner. Here is Del Porto in traffic, and again just went right at it there, and he is fouled. Again, Fairmont Senior now AAA in the new 4A, 4-class setup. 4A, AAA, AA, and Single A. Quad A, if you will, with that new class. Del Porto, his shot no good. So the count remains 19-15. The foul was on Smith. That was his second, Fairmont Senior, with 4 team fouls. Charleston Catholic with 6. Del Porto coming in, a 50% free throw shooter, and missed both of those. So score stays at 19-15, minute and a half to go here in this first half. Urim, who has come in and done a nice job shooting, but he could not get that one to go, and Satterfield leaps up and gets the rebound. Over to J. Allen Turner. Back to Minardi. Fairmont Senior again, number 5 in AAA. Charleston Catholic, number 4 in AA. Del Porto out to Minardi. Minardi to Kellen Swan, who's checked in. Swan played really well against Parkersburg Catholic. Did not score, but just did some nice things. But Charleston Catholic comes up empty, and Flowers driving in, couldn't get it to go, and the ball goes out of bounds. So Charleston Catholic will get another opportunity here with 42.1 remaining. Minardi falls down, gets it to Satterfield, and we're going to have a foul called against Charleston Catholic. And that one's going to go against number 12, Chase Del Porto. That's team foul number 7. Del Porto's first. So a 4-point lead for Fairmont Senior, and a chance to add to it here, just like Catholic had at the end of that first quarter. They had the lead and looked to add to it. Here's Johnson straight away, three-pointer, knocks it down. That's big. 22-15. Minardi, he's just going to have to let it go, and just a 4-point second quarter for Charleston Catholic, and Fairmont Senior takes a 22-15 lead into the locker room at halftime. We've played half of basketball, and it is Fairmont Senior 22, Charleston Catholic 15. We'll return to discuss it all as to what happened here in this first half of play, coming up on Video Productions.
Children's dentistry, you may notice things are a little different. And Mom and Dad expect us to treat them like a child.
Little General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100-plus stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
Northside, where everybody rides. Northside Chevrolet Buick GMC Route 19 in Summersville on Northside Drive. Brand new professional grade GMCs for less, including ready for work heavy duties, Chevy Silverados, Equinox, and more at Northside. A new generation of luxury is here. Experience the new Buick at Northside Chevrolet Buick GMC Route 19 in Summersville. Browse our enormous inventory now at northsidewv.net.
I'm Stuart Caldwell. For more than 40 years, I and my firm have vindicated the rights of individuals hurt by defective drugs, defective chemicals, and other products. Now I'm teaming with Booth to take on the big drug companies to vindicate the rights of children born with NAS. There are significant legal proceedings that could affect you and your child's legal rights.
If you're the parent or guardian of a child who you believe was born dependent on opioids, you need to act.
Well, we have hit halftime here at the Charleston Catholic Athletic Facility, and it's a 22-15 lead for Fairmont Senior at the moment, or the Fighting Irish of Charleston Catholic. Charleston Catholic led it at the end of the first quarter by a score of 11-6, but Fairmont Senior coming on strong here and taking the advantage at 22-15 here at the break, a game featuring the number 5 ranked team in Class AAA, Fairmont Senior, and the number 4 team of Class AA at Charleston Catholic. And it is a pleasure to be joined here at halftime by the head swim coach at Charleston Catholic, Katie Paulson. Katie, nice to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Well, like all teams in the state of West Virginia, swimming no different. You had to deal with COVID-19, winter sports finally getting going, and just talk about the process that your program has undergone to get ready for this 2021 campaign, because in normal times, the season would be over.
Right. We would have just completed the state swim meet, so we started for about 3 weeks in the fall and got off to a good start, and then we took a break, started back, and then had some issues with weather. We practiced at the Y. We weren't able to get up there in the snow. So we've only been back practicing about 3 weeks, but they've seen a lot of progress in that 3 weeks. And we're getting ready to start spring sports, so it'll be interesting because I have a lot of dual athletes.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about this particular team. What do you have returning?
I have Matthew Smith, who's a sophomore, Palmer Brown, Amelia Flores, Ava and Vivian Delgra, who are juniors, and then 4 new swimmers who have never been on the swim team before.
Well, that's great. And when I discussed with you during the break about the sport of swimming, those who are looking for a sport, you couldn't ask for a better one if you're trying to find one, correct?
Right. It's a great sport. It's a great way to keep yourself in shape in the winter. It uses all sorts of muscles. We have some great athletes who do track and soccer, and they're finding that they're really feeling well-conditioned and ready to start their next sports.
And there's really a great history with the sport of swimming at Charleston Catholic, correct?
Yes. So we've had some swimmers go on to the Olympic trials and do really well, go on to swim in college. So we're kind of rebuilding this year with our team, but think we can have a great future. All
right. Well, Katie, we appreciate you. We're going to talk to one of your swimmers here when we return from the break. Best of luck in this upcoming 2021 season. I know it's different, but hey, we're getting to have a season, right?
We're excited. Yeah, we are excited. Thank you so much.
All right. Katie Paulson, the head swim coach at Charleston Catholic, and the Irish Trail, 22-15 here at the break with Fairmont Senior. We'll return and bring you more halftime coverage in a moment on Video Productions. Very good. Thank you. Nice seeing you. What's up, Matthew? You still on? Okay, I thought we went to a break. All right, we're joined now by Matthew Smith, and Matthew Smith of Charleston Catholic. And Matthew, let's talk about this upcoming season. I know you have to be excited.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Let's talk about what you accomplished a season ago.
This season?
Yes, a season ago.
So last season I broke the school record, and I also broke another meet record. I had several best times, which is really good. And I went to state meet freshman year. I think our team, we really got to learn to gel each other or feel each other out. I think it was a good start to high school swimming for me.
How frustrating was it just kind of waiting for the season to unfold?
It was a little discouraging whenever we were starting. I think we swam for like 4 days, and then the whole season got pushed back. That was a little discouraging, but I'm looking forward to it.
Let's talk about your events and what you're hoping to gain this season. First of all, for you individually, and then as a team.
I'm looking forward to my 100-yard breaststroke. That's like my main event in high school. That and the 500-yard freestyle. I'm really looking forward to those. Our relay, if we have one this year, I think it'll be pretty good. I think our team will be really good this year.
All right, and I know that we're looking forward to all these winter sports. They're just getting started. As I was telling Coach Paulson, in normal times, the state meet would have already taken
we would
place.
already been done with season.
All right, well, a season nonetheless, right?
Yep.
All right, well, Matthew, we wish you the best of luck this season, all right?
Thank you.
All right, thanks for joining us. Matthew Smith, the Charleston Catholic swim team, will return and discuss this first half in just a moment on Video Productions.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
The road to total savings starts here, Thornhill GM Superstore. Find new roads to 119 in Chapmanville, your hometown full-service Buick Chevy GMC dealer. We are professional grade and community strong. Expect the best and save thousands with Thornhill.
Coach Bob Huggins here at your local Little General store. As I travel this great state, it's nice to know that almost anywhere I go, there's a local Little General nearby. So the next time you're on the road, look for the Little General sign and tell them Hugs said.
Welcome back here to the Charleston Catholic Athletic Facility. Halftime, Fairmont Senior leading Charleston Catholic by a count of 22-15. Leading the way for Fairmont Senior, Jalen Johnson with 10. Joseph Urim has 6, and Zacchaeus Dobbs with 6. With the Urim's points have come with 3-pointers, and Johnson has a 3-pointer. Leading the way for Charleston Catholic is Chase Del Porto with 5, 4 for Aiden Satterfield, 2 each for Zion Sudeth, Jay Allen Turner, and Ferris Murad. Teams back out on the floor, and we break away here. We will return in just a moment here on Video Productions.
Caldwell. For more than 40 years, I and my firm have vindicated the rights of individuals hurt by defective drugs, defective chemicals, and other products. Now I'm teaming with Booth to take on the big drug companies to vindicate the rights of children born with NAS. There are significant legal proceedings that could affect you and your child's legal rights.
If you're the parent or guardian of a child who you believe was born dependent on opioids, you need to act now.
Here at Children's Dentistry, you may notice that things are a little different. And Mom and Dad expect us to treat them like a child.
22-15 is our score here. Fairmont Senior on top of Charleston Catholic as we get set for our second half. Fairmont Senior coming in with a 2-0 record, and Charleston Catholic at 1-1. And Fairmont Senior will have the basketball to begin this second half of action. We'll work with Bryson Flowers, Dominic Vianney, Zacchaeus Dobbs, Eric Smith, and Jalen Johnson. And Smith, the big guy, muscling his way in for a bucket, and that makes it a 24-15 count. Anthony Minardi, Zion Sudduth, Aiden Satterfield, Jay Allen Turner, and Chase Del Porto in the game for Charleston Catholic. And Catholic getting the bucket, one they desperately needed. Smith back out to Vianney, and Vianney drains the three-pointer. That is Fairmont Seniors' fourth of the game. They lead it 27-17, our biggest lead of the basketball game. Aiden Satterfield guarded closely there by Flowers, and a foul will be called. Well, Catholic desperately needing a bucket and getting one, but then Vianney comes right back and drills that three-pointer. Here is Satterfield, and his shot won't go. Flowers' first foul, by the way, and team foul number one. And Vianney looking for another three. This one is short, but he chases down his missed shot and gets it to Smith. He can't get it to drop, but Johnson does and draws the foul. Johnson will go to the line and looking for another three-point play the old-fashioned way. He has a three. Had a bucket and a free throw in the first half, and now his second and one. Makes it a 30-17 lead. Johnson with 13 in the game. Jay Allen Turner, the promising young freshman, spinning in the lane, and he's fouled by Smith. That will be three on Smith. And that's team foul number two on Fairmont Senior. Jay Allen Turner will go to the line. 57% free throw shooter. Can't get this one to go. Catholic with 11 points in the first quarter, but limited to just 4 in that second quarter. Turner's shot is up, and this one will go. (30-18). Here's Flowers, and Flowers has his shot denied by Satterfield. Satterfield over to Sudduth. Sudduth from the corner. Big three if it goes. Wouldn't drop. And taken away there by Johnson. He'll run the floor for the Polar Bears. Johnson in trouble, and a tie-up for the basketball. And it will be Catholic owning the possession. Satterfield into Anthony Minardi. Here's Satterfield getting it to Sudduth. Minardi, foul line extended, goes to Turner, wanting to penetrate. Kicks it back out to Minardi. Minardi, nice feed there to Sudduth. Sudduth working his way in and just could not get it to go. Fairmont Senior on the attack. Dobbs will drive in. Can't get it to fall into the basket, but he is fouled. Seven points now for Dobbs as he hits the free throw. Dobbs coming in 3 of 4 on the season and now make it 5 of 6. And Hunter Moles wants a timeout. And we break away here. It's 32-18. Fairmont Senior in the lead over Charleston Catholic on Video Productions. (32-18) our count. Hunter Withrow, Joe Mounts, Chris Riggs, our crew here, along with Butch Mounts, the executive producer of Video Production Sports. Great to have you with us here. Big showdown, a couple of state-ranked teams early on in this 2021 season, but right now, Fairmont Senior with a double-digit lead, and Charleston Catholic trying to claw back into this one. Zion Suddeth outside. And Suddeth turnaround. That was nice by Suddeth, just working and getting it to drop. It's 32-20. Suddeth now with 6 in the game. On the other end, Urim can't get it to go, and Satterfield out of there with it. Satterfield whipping a pass to Suddeth. Then the bouncer to Turner. The ball is going to be taken out of there by Fairmont Senior. Here comes Johnson down the floor, and Johnson uses the glass nicely. Johnson with 5 here in the third, and he has 15 for the game. It's 34-20. Back to a 14-point lead. That's been our biggest lead of the game. Zion Suddeth working against Urim, goes to Satterfield. Satterfield draws a lot of attention, as does Suddeth. Under 4 to go here in the third. Zion Suddeth getting a screen, went off his foot. Here's Minardi. Cranks a 3, won't go. Ball tapped around. Turner gets it. Turner to Satterfield. Satterfield to Suddeth. Spinning in the lane. Blocked by Dobbs. Suddeth again. Good work by Suddeth. He has 6 points here in the third quarter. 8 for the game. 34-22. Fairmont Senior by 12. Dominic Vianney to Flowers. Straight away, Dobbs buries it. Right down the hatch for Dobbs. His first 3 of the game. And that makes it a 37-22 game. 15-point lead for Fairmont Senior. That's the biggest of the contest. Satterfield pulls up, free throw line. And a collision away from the ball. Both Flowers and Del Porto on the floor. And that's going to go on Flowers. That will be his second. It's team foul number 3. Urim checks out, and Deshaun Good, number 14, back in for Fairmont Senior. Suddeth wants to attack. Hands to Turner. Turner picks up his dribble. Near still there by, well, now they're going to say it's off of Satterfield. Jalen Johnson, good quick hands. Johnson's a guy that Dave Rett says really has extended his range, and kind of get an idea right there. Fairmont Senior will bring it across the timeline. They've built up a 15-point cushion here and looking to pad it more. Jalen Johnson over to Vianney. He'll penetrate on the baseline, goes to Good. Good. Had it knocked away, but gets it to Flowers. Flowers to Johnson. Fairmont Senior will reset. Jalen Johnson guarded by Minardi. He attacks. Back into the hands of Dobbs. His shot no good. Boy, nice effort there by Flowers trying to put it back up and in. Couldn't go. Here is a nice move by Satterfield. Big step into the lane. He has 6. It's 37-24. Fairmont Senior by 13. Good has it. A cutting Dobbs, and a foul is called, and it's going to go against Fairmont Senior. It's going to be on Dobbs, his first. Team foul number 4 on the Polar Bears. They have a veteran coach in West Virginia high school basketball against an up-and-coming head coach with a lot of promise in Hunter Moles. There's Dave Retton. Been at this a long time. 24th season. A runner there by Minardi wouldn't go, but McCutcheon, who has checked in and gets it to go. Nice play by J.P. McCutcheon, his first bucket of the game. So it's back to an 11-point deficit. Vianney to Flowers, down to Johnson. And Johnson, McCutcheon hit the deck, but no foul called. Johnson now with 7 in the third. 39-26, and a turnover on the Irish. 54 seconds to go here in the third. J. Allen Turner and McComas up off the bench for the Irish. Minardi and Dalporto will check out. So Fairmont Senior with a 13-point advantage. Biggest lead has been 15. Dobbs to Johnson to Good. Vianney firing up the three-pointer, wouldn't go. McCutcheon tried to run it down, but Johnson has it to Dobbs. Vianney to Dobbs. Now here's Johnson from the corner. Johnson's had a big quarter. 6 points. 16 for the game. Johnson to Vianney, over to Dobbs. Dobbs lets the three fly, and a big three it is. Second three of the basketball game and in the quarter for Dobbs, and that gives Fairmont Senior its biggest lead of the game at 16 points as we head to the fourth and final quarter. Breaking the action, 42-26, Fairmont Senior over Charleston Catholic. You're watching live streaming coverage of West Virginia boys high school basketball featuring the Irish of Charleston Catholic on Video Productions.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
The road to total savings starts here, Thornhill GM Superstore. Find new roads to 119 in Chapmanville, your hometown full-service Buick Chevy GMC dealer. We are professional grade and community strong. Expect the best and save thousands with Thornhill.
Coach Bob Huggins here at your local Little General store. As I travel this great state, it's nice to know that almost anywhere I go, there's a local Little General nearby. So the next time you're on the road, look for the Little General sign.
We head to the fourth quarter here, and it's Fairmont Senior on top of Charleston Catholic, 42-26, a 16-point advantage for the Polar Bears. A lot of work for the Irish to do here in this fourth quarter of play. Joseph Urim. Now Dobbs has it. Dobbs hit a big three right there to end that third quarter of action. Down low to Good. Good looking for his first bucket of the game. Couldn't get it to go. A fight for the rebound, and Catholic will come away with it. 5 3-pointers in the game for Fairmont Senior. Just one for Charleston Catholic. Aiden Satterfield back to J. Allen Turner. Turner negotiates in the lane and just comes up a tad bit short. Rebound Yanked out of there by Flowers. Vianney to Dobbs. Dominic Vianney. Foul line extended, and now goes to Urim. Urim to a cutting Dobbs, and Dobbs puts up the shot. Missing the mark there. Here comes Zion Sudduth with it for Charleston Catholic. Sudduth penetrates, and he will be fouled. Foul is going to go against Flowers for Fairmont Senior, his third, and that will be a fifth against the Polar Bears here in the second half. Smith is in. Good, and Vianney check out. Johnson in for Fairmont Senior. Here is Satterfield. Pulls back behind the arc and could not get it to fall through. Rebound, Johnson. Dobbs down to Urim. Nice pass to Smith, and then a collision. Ball loose. Here come the Irish. Satterfield weaving his way down the floor. Couldn't get it to go. Turner with the rebound, and it falls through. Much needed bucket for the Irish as Turner gets it to go, and he will head to the line as well. Chance for a three-point play, 42-28. Good effort there by Turner, and there is a break in the action, and it appears to be a 30. We will keep it here. Fairmont Senior in at 2-0. Charleston Catholic at 1-1 on the season. And this season has brought this Charleston Catholic team some good competition. And they started with that double overtime game with Wheeling Central, and then they knocked off Parkersburg Catholic, and now here taking on this Fairmont Senior team. Nice to have Katie Paulson and Matthew Smith with us at halftime. Talked about Dave Retton and his father, Joe Retton. Joe Retton was a two-time NAIA National Coach of the Year, 1969 and 76. He was the Associated Press Small College Coach of the Year in 76. 6 times he was named the West Virginia Conference and NAIA District 28 Coach of the Year. 12 regular season titles at Fairmont and 8 tournament championships. 12 teams made it to the NAIA Nationals under Joe Retton's guidance. 3 teams made the semis, 1 made the finals. 478 victories in his great career. He's in the NAIA Hall of Fame. 83.6% in the win column, and that was the highest of any coach at any level. Unbelievable. What a man. Enjoyed getting to know the late Joe Retton. Now we got a foul called here on Fairmont Senior, and it's going to go against Dobbs. That will be Dobbs' second. That is team foul number 7. And Dave Retton going to talk to the youngster about it. And that is going to put Sudduth at the line all by his lonesome. And could not get it to drop. In a 42. .29 game. This one will fall through for Zion Sudduth, who now has 9 in the game, so 1 point away from being in double figures for the third straight game. Kellen Swan has checked in for Charleston Catholic, so they go with Kellen Swan, Zion Sudduth, Aiden Satterfield, J.P. McCutcheon, and J. Allen Turner. 42-30, and if the Irish are going to make a move, now would be the time. Get it here to 12. You've been down by as many as 16 in the game. Dominic Vianney, Bryson Flowers, Joseph Urim, Jalen Johnson, and Eric Smith are on the floor for Fairmont Senior. Senior in with victories over Bridgeport and Lewis County. In Charleston Catholic, lost in double overtime in the opener to Wheeling Central last Friday. What a game that was here on Video Productions, and then defeated Parkersburg Catholic in a decisive way on Saturday. Turner couldn't get that free throw to go, so Fairmont Senior with the basketball. Leanne to Urim. Urim with it, guarded by Satterfield. Urim will pull back out. Under 5 now to go in the game. Fairmont Senior by 12. Here's Johnson from the baseline. Won't go. Smith keeps it alive. Back up. Won't fall. Smith again. And tied up there by McCutcheon. And I believe they are going to get McCutcheon for the foul. Well, good hard work there underneath by Smith. And Smith, as McCutcheon picks up his third. Again, outstanding football player. And Fairmont Senior started slow a season ago, and then Smith got healthy, and so did Gage Michael, outstanding quarterback, won the J.R. House Award in West Virginia, leading Fairmont Seniors to a state football championship in the COVID-19 season. So Smith got one of the free throws, 43-13, our score, and then Catholic comes up empty on the offensive end. Urim, the ball off of his foot. Suddeth with it, down to Turner. Turner to Satterfield, back to Turner. Nice passing by the Irish. Turner now has 5 points in the game. It's 43-32. They've gotten it to 11. And Dave Retton wants to take a break and talk about it. We will break away as well here on Video Productions.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free.
That's fine. Well, we welcome you back here to the Charleston Catholic Athletic Facility. Good passing by the Irish on that last possession and gets this game to 11. Satterfield over to J. Allen Turner. We were talking about that Fairmont team from a season ago, and they got Smith healthy. They got Gage Michael healthy. Michael not on the team, and there's a good reason why. He's already at Kent State. And continue his football career there for the Flashes. His grandfather, Roy Michael, one of the all-time greats, Mannington High School in both football and wrestling, and then at North Marion. Multiple state championships in both sports. Roy Michael, a member of the West Virginia Sports Writers Hall of Fame. Well, here it comes Fairmont out of the timeout, and a good dish there, and Smith scores it for the Polar Bears. Back to a 13-point advantage by Fairmont Senior. McCutcheon to J. Allen Turner. Here is Kellen Swan, his shot. Goes up into the air. We have a collision underneath, and, well, it looks like it's going to be Fairmont Seniors basketball, so a foul will be called against the Irish. It's going to be team foul number 4 on Charleston Catholic here in the second half. Zion Suddeth with his third of the game. 45-32, still a lot of time here. Charleston Catholic wants to make a move, but they got to get a stop. Dobbs has it. Guarded by Sudduth. To Urim. Urim to Johnson. Johnson will try to maneuver against McCutcheon, and good defense by McCutcheon. That got the ball loose, and here's Swan down the floor, and Swan fouled from behind. So Swan will head to the line. Kellen Swan, 6'2 sophomore, mentioned his father, Joe Swan, outstanding member of the WVU Athletic Department in Sports Communications. And has just put out some brilliant publications through the years, and of course works with the archives, and great guy. He was in attendance last Friday night, so Swan could not get that free throw to go. We've got a quick timeout here. 45-32 our score, so to reset this one for you here, at the end of the first quarter, it was Charleston Catholic an 11-6 lead. There were a couple of ties in that first quarter before the Irish got out to a 5-point advantage. It was 11-9 and 13-9, and then Fairmont Senior made its run, and they would score the final 13 points of the second quarter, and a 22-15 lead at the break, and then it was 42-26 at the end of the third quarter, and here we are right now with 2:59 to go in the fourth. So Swan going to try to make this a 12-point game, and just could not get it to drop. Free throws have hurt the Irish as well in this game, and they have just won 3 to Fairmont Senior's 5. Dobbs out to Johnson. This is Fairmont Senior program, a lot of great players down through the years. Jalen Bridges had a great freshman season at WVU for the Mountaineers. In fact, his Mountaineer team going down to defeat to Oklahoma State today, and he talked this week that this was his first tournament game. Of course, he was out last season, did not play since the state tournament here in Charleston. So Johnson, senior, doing a nice job working it around, but there's going to be a charge called against the Polar Bears. Now you're down 13, and into the game will come Dominic Vianney for Fairmont Senior. Urim will check out. Irish going to have to hit shots quickly. Zion Sudduth hands it to Swan. Swan to Satterfield. Satterfield to Swan, back to Satterfield. Satterfield over to Sudduth. He's open for the three. Bouncing around, won't go, but batted out of there, and Catholic will get another shot here as they go under 2 to play in the game. Satterfield's shot wouldn't go. Nice rebound by Swan. Swan to Satterfield. Tried again, and Catholic yet again. And getting opportunities here. Have to get one to fall. Satterfield drives, and Satterfield puts it through, but he's going to be called for the charge. Well, a great effort by Catholic, just continuing to get opportunities. That's Satterfield's first foul of the game. Team foul number 5. Under a minute and a half to go in the game. 45-32. Fairmont Senior leading the Fighting Irish of Charleston Catholic here. Battle of top 5 teams. Fairmont Senior, number 5 in AAA, and Charleston Catholic, number 4 in AA, and a new setup this season for high school basketball with 4 classes. Now Senior just playing keep away here as we go under a minute now. Dobbs on the move, and McCutcheon will be whistled for the foul. That's going to be his 4th. Team foul number 8. Hunter Moles lost 3 starters from that 19-5 team a year ago. With all the delays taking place, and Dave Retton said the biggest opponent is COVID. Nice passing there by Fairmont Senior, and Vianney scores it. He has 5 in the game. It's 47-32. Fairmont Senior. Zion Suddeth on the move, working against Smith, and Suddeth will get it to go. His first bucket of the first from the field here in the fourth quarter. He hit that free throw a moment ago. So Suddeth has hit double figures for the 3rd straight game. Smith's 4th foul. Suddeth will connect on the 3-point play. It's 47-35. Bryson Flowers over to Johnson. Johnson zipping it down in the direction of Dobbs. Batted away by Suddeth with 26.7. Video Productions tomorrow evening bringing you Charleston Catholic girls basketball action. Catholic will go up against Riverside. Inbounds pass, and Suddeth going to be called for the hold on Johnson. Or make that Satterfield, forgive me. Satterfield's 2nd, team foul number 7. So Johnson at the line has not scored here in the 4th quarter. Had 4 in the first quarter, 6 in the second quarter, had a 3, and then 7 in the 3rd quarter, so 17 for the game. Here is Turner, and Turner's 3 won't go. Smith with the rebound, and Vianney scrambling there, trying to pick it up, and the ball goes out of bounds. Well, they say Vianney's foot hit the line. 10.8. Two good programs, 2 good teams are going to be really good. They battled here. Johnson stealing the inbounds pass, and he'll let a 3 fly as time expires, and that will do it. 47-35. Fairmont Senior moves to 3-0 on the season. Charleston Catholic drops to 1-2. That will do it here from the Charleston Catholic Athletic Facility. 47-35, your final. We will return and discuss it in just a moment here on Video Productions.
Children's Dentistry. You may notice things are a little different. And Mom and Dad, expect us to treat them like a child.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Community Strong. We are Thornhill Ford Lincoln, your hometown dealer located on 119 near Chapmanville. Go Thornhill and expect the best with total value, support, and savings on your next vehicle. Don't miss out. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and thornhillford.net.
Little General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100-plus stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
47-35, the final here at the Charleston Catholic Athletic Facility. Fairmont Senior wins it over the Fighting Irish in a basketball game that was not on the original schedule, but teams needed games and two great programs, and they got together. Catholic led it 11-6 after the first quarter. It was then a 22-15 Fairmont Senior advantage at halftime. At the end of three, it was 42-26 in our final 47-35, leading the way for Fairmont Senior. Jalen Johnson with 17, and Zacchaeus Dobbs had 14. Double-figure scorer for Charleston Catholic was Zion Sudduth with 11. So Charleston Catholic falls to 1-2 on the season, and Fairmont Senior improves to 3-0. Fairmont Senior scheduled to be up next against Elkins on Saturday. Meanwhile, Charleston Catholic is slated to play St. Mary's on Monday, and that will be, or check that, they will play Ravenswood on Saturday, and then St. Mary's next week. And that Ravenswood game you can hear right here on and see on Video Productions, and we look forward to bringing you that one. Again, girls basketball tomorrow evening. Riverside will be invading here to take on the Lady Irish of Charleston Catholic. Many thanks to our great crew, Hunter Withrow, Chris Riggs, Joe Mounts, and the executive producer of Video Production Sports is Butch Mounts, and also many thanks to the head coach, Jacob Nelson, here at Charleston Catholic. So for our great crew, I'm Mark Martin saying so long from the Charleston Catholic Athletic Facility in Charleston. Final score, Fairmont Senior 47 and Charleston Catholic 35. All games airing on Video Productions are streaming live and archived on the Video Productions website and on Facebook. Tonight's game has been a presentation of Video Production Sports.
Pulled this off, just road warrior. Yeah. So you still live in Morgantown?
I do, yeah. I'll be back down Saturday.
He's going to be a good player, I think, your son.
Thanks,
he's very athletic. And
I think he's finding his way. I think confidence comes.
Yeah. I mean, he flies all over the place. I like that. He hustles. Yeah. He just got to get his daggone first point.
There's a lid on the basket for all of them.
Yeah, that really was.
Lid on the basket for all.
You know what happened to the Mountaineers today? Just daggone it.
Can't say that I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Maybe a little break now will help.
Well, and sometimes you get that higher seed